Guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki Free, a Los Angeles-based YouTuber. Thank you so much for watching my video. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so I wanted to do a small recap of growing up hip-hop. I know I'm a few days late on the recap, but I wanted to make sure everyone had a chance to watch it. And I also got a little busy. But anyway, so I just wanted to talk about this episode because one, is TT really going away? That is just really strange. Why is TT leaving? There has to be more to this because really, what does TT do in real life besides growing up hip hop? I mean, I figured that was like kind of an upgrade for her, like a nice little, gig. But I know TT got the new boyfriend, so I don't know if she's focusing on her boyfriend or what. But I can't see TT just leaving because of the way they were treating her because of the guy, but because of Egypt's man. But also, I'm thinking maybe she is sick of that stuff with Sam because maybe she just like, you know what? This is my family. Maybe it is because Pep has been acting a little crazy this season, period. Like, I don't even know, like, if you guys have paid attention, but Pep has been acting really strange, like drinking a lot. Every time I see her, she has a glass in her hand and she's drinking. I don't know if she's drunk, tipsy, or what, but there's definitely a change in Pep, like, and not for the better, like, what is up with Pep? And I can understand where TT is coming from because that's her aunt, that's her, niece or whatever. And so she's like, why aren't you guys taking my side? Why are you guys taking this guy's side that you just met? So I can kind of get where TT is coming from on one end, but on the other end, TT is kind of nosy, but she does just want the best for Egypt. So I don't know. I think TT should stay on the show because TT, she brings a little something to the table. So I don't think TT is a person that should be leaving at all. I mean, there are some people that should be leaving that show, but TT is not one of them. And that's just my opinion. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like TT? Because I like TT. Okay, so anyways, let's talk about, so TT is gone, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But Dame Dash on this episode, if there's one thing we saw was that Dame Dash's kids are getting sick of his ass. I mean, it's like they've come of age to where they're like, we're not taking your stuff no more. I mean, they are really like, no. You can tell they're like more passive, like personalities. Like none of them have the personality of, well, neither one of them. Because the other child he has, so I only seen 3. Tallulah, I can't remember the other girl's name, and then Boogie. So Tallulah's the little girl, the one that allegedly doesn't want to spend that much time with Dame Dash. So his middle daughter, she said, listen, I'm writing a letter so my sister don't have to spend time with you because I didn't want to spend time with you. I know how you are, so I don't want my sister to have to go through dealing with you. So I'm going to write a letter to the courts and tell them to not make her spend no more time with you than she legally has to. So Dame Dash got upset about that. He got upset about that, went toe-to-toe with his kid. And yeah, she was just like, whatever. She was crying. She felt like she lost her relationship with her dad. And on top of that, Dame Dash was trying to get her to like make him, she was like trying to make her tell her mom what to do basically when it comes to business. And it's like, that's not even her place. He was like, that's not something she would want to be involved with. I don't know why he would even involve her with that, but he did. That was weird. And so the kids are just not feeling Dame. And I'm going to get back to that a little bit later because I want to talk about their meeting because they did eventually meet up with Dame. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on it like, Dame, even your kids don't like you. You need to get it together. It's Dame's, I think it's like they said, it's not what he says, it's how he says it. And he tries to justify that by saying, no, I may say it a certain way, but I'm the only one that's going to do stuff for people. But no, in life, you get more, what's that saying? You get more flies with honey than vinegar. I think that's the saying. Anyways, the point is you do have to talk to people respectfully. You know what I'm saying? No one wants someone talking to them crazy, like in a very disrespectful manner. I don't care what you're doing for me. I don't want you talking to me any kind of way. But Dame Dash, being Dame Dash, he just feels like he can talk to people any kind of way. He feels like he can just do whatever and it's fine. And his kids are to the point where they're like, F that. So anyway, so Brianna, you know, Mary J. Blige's ex-stepdaughter, she is on the show, of course, still. And I like Brianna. I think Brianna brings a lot to the table as far as, you know, she's not boring. She brings it. And I think that's why she's still there. Because technically she's not even like, it's like, who is she really attached to? Because she, you know, Mary J., but Mary J., her dad and Mary J. divorced, and it's kind of like, okay, what's her role here? But, you know, she does bring a lot to the table, and I think that's why she's still on the show, and I think she will continue to be on the show because she's kind of an integral part of the show, and she kind of like brings all the parts together a little bit, like, and she brings a little drama, so it's cool. So Brianna met up with the crook Troy is the guy who I guess charged Peppa's credit card and said he didn't know nothing about it, but they had proof on the credit card that he had charged it. So he got fired from Pepper. He was Peppa's stylist slash best friend slash something. I think hairstylist or something. But yeah, so he got fired. He's a crook. Everyone knows him as a crook, but he has a tie to Sam. So he knows the people that he knows Sam's baby mama. He knows the people that Sam hang with, blah, 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 before he got with Egypt. So she goes ahead and meets up with this crook, Troy, only to get information about Sam because they still trying to break up Sam and Egypt, which Egypt is just happy to have a man that's like paying attention to her, treating her nice. Egypt is young, and all she sees is that this man is treating her better than anybody else has ever treated her. I remember Egypt had a boyfriend back in the day, and he treated her. I remember he treated her badly. He left her. I don't know if he cheated on her or something, but he treated her very badly, and I remember he left her, and she just ain't been the same since, and then she linked up with Sam. So Sam is doing everything that he needs to do to stay in Egypt's good graces because Egypt is his meal ticket. Sam is an opportunist, and he is not going to mess that up, okay? Because Sam was homeless and didn't have much of anything going on prior to meeting Egypt, according to what all these people are saying about him. So anyway, they meet up with this girl who's friends with Sam's baby mama. She's some kind of hairstylist or working some kind of hair salon. I don't know. I just saw a whole bunch of wigs in the back, and then this girl comes out, and then they start talking to her. And so she basically was saying that Sam is clingy, trifling, and an opportunist. And all he does is move from woman to woman, upgrading each time. So he has a place to live and some money in his pocket, basically. And so she's saying that he's basically hit the jackpot with Egypt. That's his biggest come up, and he ain't going nowhere, and he ain't going to mess it up. That's in a nutshell what this girl said. You know, and also he wants to be famous. So even a more bonus being with Egypt because Egypt comes from famous parents. Tretch, naughty by nature, and Peppa from Salt and Pepper. So, of course, his name is going to get out there. So, yeah, so they're saying that he's just using her. He's an opportunist. He's looking for a come up and all of this. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds plausible. So, anyway, so everyone is plotting to break this couple up. And little do they know, the more they plot, the more these two are going to be in love. All right. Or Egypt's going to be in love. Because Sam, I don't know about Sam. I think Sam is, I kind of agree. I think Sam could possibly be just an opportunist. And he's just doing what it takes to, you know, have a place to stay and have some money in his pocket. And like they said, get famous. But who knows? I don't know. Sam, I don't know. Here's the thing what's so funny about love and relationships and stuff. You never know what's going on behind closed doors because sometimes those relationships that seem like they're so perfect and everything's going great and oh my God, he's so sweet. He's just so, be the main ones where he's like beating her up, hitting her below the neck so you can't see it. And he's like the worst man in the world, and he's not paying the bills. He's like cheating. He got 12 babies on the side, you know. And then the ones that seem like they're not about nothing be like the best man. So you just never know. But I am giving Sam kind of the side eye. I don't know. It's not looking so good for Sam, but who knows? And then I want to talk about Pep and Master P. Now, Master P is a nice looking man. You know, he got his stuff together. He's an older gentleman, distinguished. You know, he dresses nice. He looks like he smells nice. He just looked like he may not have had his stuff together back in the day, but he certainly has himself together now. He just seems, you know, well put together. And Pep is in there, you know, I don't know if it seems like she's kind of like flirting with him, and it's like weird, and it's like, what's going on? And then, as always, he's trying to like talk to her. And Peppa, this is what I don't like about Peppa. Peppa always in someone else's business, but she doesn't want anyone in her business with her daughter and her trifling ass fiance. Anyway, so Peppa, who is too old to begin in the business of these 20-something-year-olds in the first place, but Peppa's trying to get in the business of these young people. And it's weird. And even Master P looking at her like, what? Like, well, Romeo's doing his thing, you know? And she's like, yeah, but what's going on with him and Angela? You know, she just like plotting. And it's just really weird because you have one person who was Master P who was clearly about his money, about business, you know, and Peppa who just seems flighty and like all over the place and just trying to be relevant and just trying to be young and have a storyline. And so it was just such a weird scene for me. I mean, it was just like, it was forced, it was weird. And then they got to the point where I guess Master P was saying like, talking about something with hot sauce, and then Pep said she always wanted hot sauce. So they kind of ended it with them kind of like, Master P got on his knee and she was like, oh, of course, Peppa thirst trap was like so excited, and like of course Master P is not proposing to Peppa. Not saying that I can't. I'm not saying that Peppa Master P is just not proposing to Peppa. I don't think any of us thought that. And it was just kind of funny because of how she was acting, and then basically he was trying to do business with her, you know, and here she is coming up here talking about his son and Angela. Who gives a fuck about Angela? And you know, Romeo was probably in some other country sleeping with a million other women, not thinking about Angela, you know? Anyways, so Master P basically was just saying, like, with the Angela thing, you could just tell he's unbothered. And I think Romeo is unbothered too. I really do. I just feel like it's, excuse me. Got a little tickle in my throat. I feel like it's Angela, you know. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's Angela that's like really pushing this. I mean, granted, a lot of them are saying that Romeo is fake and phony off the cameras. So I don't know. Now, Romeo, I was kind of rooting for you, but Romeo, a lot of people are saying it. So if more than one person is saying it, you kind of got to look at yourself and kind of like check yourself. So I don't know if you need to check yourself, Romeo. I don't know. I'm not trying to put you out there like that, Romeo, but you may need to check yourself, Romeo. You may need to, I don't know, Romeo. I don't know. They say you're being fake, Romeo. I don't believe it, but that's what everyone's saying. That's the general word on the street from the cast members, that you being fake and phony. You're not calling anyone bad. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. That is the word on the street. So I don't know. Anyway, so let me get back to, who was I talking about now? Okay, so Pep. That's the end of Pep. Pep and her cringe-worthy scene with Master P. Do not put Pep and Master P in the scene again. Like that, not just the two of them. That was just weird. All right, so let's talk about, you know what? Before I talk about anybody else, I want to talk about Master P's daughter that had the substance abuse problem. She was really pretty. Not so, oh, I forgot her name now. Symphonique, I think that's her name. Symphonique, the one that sings. Not her, but the other one. He had another daughter. You guys may not remember her because she was barely on the show because she had like a substance abuse problem. She was going to rehab. They wanted to send her to rehab or something, and she just like disappeared. I don't know if she went back to Louisiana with her mom or what. But I'm just curious to know if you guys know what happened to Master P's daughter. Comment below. Hopefully she's okay because I know she was kind of going through some things. Probably living that Hollywood lifestyle. I don't know. But I know she was kind of going through some things. So hopefully she is okay. But she certainly isn't on the show anymore. You know? I don't know. It's really weird. All right. So back to the show. Dame Dash. I'm going to close it out with Dame Dash. I really like how they kind of like didn't really show Egypt in them that much. Or did they? I don't even remember seeing Egypt this episode. And it kind of made me mad because I want to know what Sam has to tell everybody. Because supposedly Sam has this big secret that she's okay with, Egypt's okay with, but the way they're making it seem like everybody else is not going to be okay with it. So what is this big thing that he has going on? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sam is like a man of many, I don't know. Anyway, so, okay. So the last scene of the show was Dame Dash and his kids. His kids are freaking terrified of him. And it's so sad because I feel like his kids are so afraid of him. And, you know, they just have to deal with Dame, Dame and his attitude. And I think they're just sick of it. They got the psychiatrist in there, the psychiatrist, or counselor. I don't know what that man is. I don't know. Life coach, counselor, psychiatrist. I'm not really sure what his title was. I missed that part. If he said it, sir, I'm sorry. I don't know what you are. He had the dreads. Anyway, so Boogie wanted to make sure that the guy wasn't a fan of his dad. Boogie. What? So his way of finding out if the guy was a fan of Dame Dash was to ask him if he bought a Jay-Z CD. Jay-Z has a lot of fans. But Dame Dash, on the other hand, there's no comparison. So you mean to tell me if someone's a fan of Jay-Z, that's a problem? It shouldn't be a problem because if he's a fan of Jay-Z, he probably don't even like your damn daddy. So even better. But he was saying like, because if you got Jay-Z CDs, I don't want to deal with anybody that had anything to do with my dad back in the day, blah, blah, blah. It's like, Boogie, it does not work like that. I think most of the people that like Jay-Z probably don't even like Dame Dash. You know what I mean? It's not like Dame Dash has millions and millions of fans out there. So I thought that part was quite funny and weird at the same time. But I mean, I get where he's going. He doesn't want anyone that's like a fan of his dad, so they will be biased. I get it. But I just don't think you have to worry about that with Dame Dash. I really don't. I don't think that's going to be a problem. And even the guy was like, yeah, no, not so much. Anyway, so the guy basically said, he got it. I got it. And they said, they were warning him, talking about like how crazy Dame was. Oh, and also, Dame's daughter was like, I don't want his wife here. So I thought that was, I don't know why, let me see. Why don't I remember Dame? I don't know why I don't remember her name. Her name is escaping me now. Comment below if you know Dame Dash's daughter's name. I can't remember her name. Beautiful girl. She's like a model or something. But I can't remember her name to save my life right now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Dame Dash's daughter sitting there, the one with the curly hair, and then, well, there's only one daughter there, and then Boogie. So she said, the daughter said, I don't want Rocky here. Rocky, that's Dame Dash's, I believe it's just his fiance. I don't think he married her yet. If he did, my apologies, Dame. But I think she's just his fiance. Anyway, so Dame, if she's even a fiance, I don't know. With Dame, you never know. But I'm just going to say his fiance, the one that's pregnant with his baby. He she didn't want her there. And you know what? That's very telling, because I feel like she either didn't want her there for reasons that we don't know, or because all she does is agree with everything Dane says. She's just a freaking puppet. And honestly, I get sick of her being around too, because all she does is co-sign Dane's BS. That's all she does. And yes, it's good to support your man and blah, blah, blah. But you know what's even better? To be real and honest with your partner. You know, like, because some of that stuff Dane be saying is crazy. And he's running away his kids. Like, dang, you know, she should just either stay out of it or be real with Dane with some of those instances with those kids, because anyways, so she was just like, I don't want you, I don't want her here. That's what she said. She said, I don't want her here. I don't want Rocky here because she's always around. And then it seemed like she was going to go into it, but then she didn't. She didn't go into it, you know, but you could tell something was up. Something was up with her and that woman. And even when the woman walked in, she did not give her a hug. Boogie gave her a hug, but she did not give her a hug. So Dame Dash's daughter has a problem with his fiance. Her name is Ava. I had to look it up because that was bugging me. Her name is Ava. Dame Dash's daughter Ava has a problem with Rocky. And you know what? I'm team Ava, because I feel like something's up with Rocky. Because Rocky, all she does is agree with everything Dame says, no matter how crazy and outlandish it is. And like I said, I know they're partners. I know you're supposed to support your partner. I get it. I get it. I get it. But Rocky, With Rocky, it's more like she doesn't have a mind of her own. That's kind of how I see her. So anyway, so then there's, you know, they go and they do the whole, like, getting Rocky out. They come in, boom, boom, boom. The psychiatrist doesn't take any time, saying, Rocky, sorry, girl, they don't want you here. And Rocky's like, oh, okay. Rocky jumped up. And Rocky probably was relieved. She probably tired of being Dane's puppet. She probably tired of sitting there agreeing with stuff that she doesn't even really agree with in her head, but she's agreeing with it because she don't want to deal with Dane either. Because Dane has a temper. She don't want that. So Rocky ended up leaving, and Dane was like, disrespectful. Just disrespectful. You know, Dane just being Dane, you know, being extra over the top. And it just got out of control. The kids were like basically telling him he's a lie. He was like, don't you call me no liar. And then you should just tell me I'm not telling the truth. And it was like, what? So you don't want your kids to call you a liar? You just want them to say you're not telling the truth? Well, you know something, Dane? If you're not telling the truth, you know what you are? A liar. It's the same thing. Anyways, so Dane was complaining about all the disrespect he was getting from his kids and just how, you know, I don't know, Dane was just being extra, and the kids were trying to explain to the psychiatrist, listen, this is what we deal with. This crazy motherfucker right here is what we deal with. You see? We told you before he came. He was crazy. You see? And, you know, basically the psychiatrist was just like, yeah, I see this motherfucker's crazy, but I'm still going to keep everything under control. I'm still going to handle everything. Don't worry, kids. I got you. Blah, blah, blah. Fast forward. He ain't got nothing. Dame ends up walking out. The kids is like, deuces. Walk out like you always do. That's all we ever seen all our lives is your back anyway. Just get out. And it was just a mess. Dame Dash, you got to do better. What is wrong with Dame Dash? Anyway, that episode was a disaster for the most part. So here's the thing. This is what I think. I think Dame Dash is one of those people that you may end up having to love from a distance, because you know what? I don't think Dame is going to change. I don't think Dame is going to change. I don't think he feels like he's doing anything wrong. I just don't. I don't think that he has that. I just think he feels like he's right all the time. No matter how wrong he is, he's right. So you need to adjust because he's right. Anyways, guys, Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Peace.